Welcome to the Honey Soul Child Bottega YouTube channel, where we explore the hidden realms of the soul, harness the power of energy shifts, and embark on a profound healing journey beyond religious beliefs. The channel are intended for entertainment purposes only, as the future is not set in stone. We encourage you to use the messages as guidance, taking what resonates and leaving what does not. Remember, your interpretation matters most, and you have the power to shape your own destiny. So rising everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I am your chakra priestess here. Whoa, girl, girl, it's the anyways, we're gonna go with the flow. All right, for the love of God. Okay. All right, so rising everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I am your chakra priestess here, an intuitive specialist, and I'm here to help you discover your soul's desires, interpret energy shifts, and experience deep self-healing. Okay. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Saturn retrograde. Now, if you have been watching my other readings, I have been mentioning to you all that I was going to give you all a Saturn retrograde video breakdown, and I feel like it is very, very prevalent because Saturn is the outer planet, so it's affecting the collective in a generational standpoint. And there is already a lot unpacking with just this year itself, from start till now. So hopefully by the time at the end of this video, you'll gain a sense of understanding and probably connect the dots on and to give 2 reasons on why things are happening the way they are. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. All right, Saturn retrograde. Understanding Saturn retrograde. All right, so first things first, Saturn retrograde, it started on June 29th, which is Cancer season, and it's going all the way to November 15th, so that'll be in Scorpio season. So it's the irony that Saturn retrograde is within the water circle, so the water signs of the zodiac, from the start of Saturn retrograde that's happening in Cancer season, and then the ending in Scorpio season, and then right in the middle of it all, Saturn is in the sign of Pisces. So we'll be dealing with a lot of emotions and feelings during this time. Okay, a lot of feelings and emotions when it comes to our foundation, right? So again, welcome back to the Honey Soul Child Bottega, where we are delving into the soul exploration, energy shifts, and healing beyond religious boundaries. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon if you don't miss so you don't miss any of our cosmic insights. Today we're diving into the intriguing world of Saturn retrograde, so grab your star charts and let's explore the cosmos. All right, first things first, what is a retrograde? Let's first understand that when a planet goes into retrograde, it appears to move backwards in the sky from our perspective on Earth. Its optical illusion occurs because of the relative positions and motions of Earth and the planet. In astrology, the retrogrades are periods of reflection, review, and reassessment. They invite us to slow down and look at aspects of our lives that needs revisiting. Okay. And y'all ever heard the phrase of beware of the exes coming back? Because literally it's the retrograde portion is seeing whether you have learned your lesson or not. And if not, then of course it'll start to repeat until the lesson has been learned. Okay. And now, what is a Saturn retrograde? Now, what happens when Saturn goes into retrograde? Saturn is known as the planet of discipline, responsibility, and structure, usually govern our sense of duty, limitations, and long-term goals. When Saturn enters into retrograde, it's time to rethink and reassess these areas of our lives. So basically, we are reflecting, we are rethinking of the discipline and responsibilities and the structures and the long-term goals in our life. Do they still go with an alignment that we had 29 years ago or not? Okay. And then we're going to go into the historical and astrological context. Buckle up, because I'm going to break it. When I breaks it down, I breaks it down. Okay. So Saturn, the size of Saturn is 36,187 miles. The orbit around the sun is 29 years. So if you're 29 years old now, you must be going through you're going through some radical changes, okay? You're going through some radical changes. It's called the Saturn return. If you're 29 years old. So just stay on the course, okay? Just breathe through it. The element that's assigned to Saturn is Earth. And the sign rulership would be, or the sign that is associated with Saturn is Capricorn. Also, is originally it was Capricorn and Aquarius, but now that Uranus is here, or is present, Aquarius is assigned to the planet Uranus. But Aquarius does still hold the same characteristics as its original rulership planet Saturn. Just for a quick tidbit, the house ruler is the 10th house. The 10th house deals with I achieve. I achieve is the statement or the affirmation or the mantra for this particular house, which deals with the outer world, public standing, reputation, status, worldly attainment, ambition, sense of mission, profession, careers, responsibilities, authorities, father figure or fathers and father figures, guardians, as well as your boss. Or if you're a boss, entrepreneur yourself, then this will be relating to your category, as well as the characteristics of Saturn, which deals with, again, structure, definition, limits, restrictions, responsibilities, organizations, authorities, and maturity. So we're reflecting, we are reflecting, we are assessing our maturity, our authorities, our limits, our beliefs, the structures, the foundations. If you're having a strange relationship with your father, of course, this is a time to reflect on how to navigate that scenario and figure out how y'all can be on one accord to some degree, or be cordial around each other, or just better yet, it's better to agree to and disagree. Also, there is a lot of, I'm seeing a lot of businesses that are either filing for bankruptcy or going out of businesses. Of course, we are all seeing the structural changes of actors and entertainers and influencers and content creators, and it's just, and also on the government standpoint, there's a lot going on in that sector. Obviously, right? So this is a pivotal time between now, well, really, at the end of July, technically all the way to November, which is which that is election season, right? We'll be heading to the polls to vote in this case scenario. So again, just watch the chain of events that is happening during this time in Saturn retrograde. And I encourage you all, because I need to do it myself, is to document what has transpired during this time in the Saturn retrograde period between the 29th of June and the 15th of November, and see how those chain of events plays a factor into this Saturn retrograde matter. And then, of course, be on the lookout for Mercury retrograde that will be happening in the beginning of August as well. So, again, there's a lot of chain of events that is happening. Next, while Saturn is in retrograde, it is in the sign of Pisces. Pisces are known to be social butterflies. They are emotional, they're sentimental, romantic, and have romantic qualities. On the flip side, they can be indecisive to the point of feeling bad for themselves. And that's when that martyrism come into play. Also, Pisces have the ability to sign, um, well, it should be say shine light into dark corners, and can be a supportive friend. Okay, I have a Pisces rising, so shout out to all the Pisces out there. All right. The planet ruler of Pisces, its original planet ruler is Jupiter, that deals with growth, higher education, long distance travel, and communication. However, in this new form, as Neptune has made its presence known, that's where Pisces is assigned to, as well. Again, Pisces original ruler is Jupiter. It still has those qualities, okay? But also it is, strictly associated with Neptune, which deals with imagination, confusion, fear, spirituality, and the arts. Of course, it is a water element, and its modality is mutable, signifying the end of a season. So, with Saturn being in Pisces, okay, so we're dealing with a sense of, so we're dealing with an end of a season regarding to how we navigate in our professional careers, our guardians, our father figures, as well as how we navigate with our public reputation. Are we going to take that and take it to heart, or we're just going to allow the emotions flow through, um, and process what has transpired before we even think about saying or doing anything else? Hence, if you have watched the movie Inside Out 2, that is a great reference, for as a beginner aspect. The first movie installment, as well as the second one that came out last month. Of course, if you haven't seen it already, just take the time to go and watch it, or just wait till it comes out um, on Disney Plus or Prime or wherever you watch your favorite um, movies and entertainments. But yeah, again, it's how coincidental, but of course, I'll say, follow the synchronicities of it all, of experiencing these changes all in water sign form. Again, as I stated before, it started in Cancer, within Cancer season, and then, of course, with the retrograde happening in the sign of Pisces, and then is going to end in the in the Scorpio season, just after, well, I'll say a week after the elections. So again, we're gonna have to go with the motions, with flow with the motions, and dive deeper with our on how we feel about things as these events happen within your personal life, your nationally and globally as well. Okay, I know I'm going all in a tangent, but this is very important, and you're going to understand why. Okay. Now, also during this time, you might revisit, while the Saturn is in retrograde during this period. You may revisit past decisions. You may face unresolved issues and rethink your commitments. Okay. As well as this may be a period, and if not, this may be a period of reevaluating your life path, your career, your relationships, your personal growth. And if not that case scenario as well, you may face some challenges in regarding to how opportunities, are they in alignment with your true purpose or not. And if so, make those adjustments accordingly. That's why, and you see a lot of people doing a career change as well. You know, me, I've been doing a career change. I don't know how long, but this is very prevalent because, again, there is a lot going on. And with social media playing a factor into these things, there needs to be a lot more people that's throwing in some common sense rather than scare tactics. Okay. Now, on to the next one, which brings me to the chakra focus for Saturn retrograde. And the reason being, as stated before, Saturn, the element that is associated with the planet Saturn is Earth. Well, as I've done a little bit more research, with the books that I have, as well as searching the internet, but more so I read books. um the earth is associated with the root chakra, okay, which deals with security and stability, and rightfully so, because again, Saturn holds that sector that deals with the structure, the foundation of ourselves as a collective, within individually and ourselves as well. So the mantra associated with the root chakra is I am. The Sanskrit name Mulahara, Mula meaning the root, and Alahara meaning support. So it's basic, is self-explanatory. Root support. The element associated with the root chakra, again, earth. The root chakra deals with the basic necessities for a survival, body, food, matter. Is the basic necessities met? If so, make those adjustments. Location of the root chakra is the base of your spine, the pelvic floor. The sense of smell with the root chakra is smell. Okay. Food associated with the root chakra is basically root vegetables like onions, potatoes, anything anything that comes from the ground. All right. Red foods and nuts are associated with the root chakra. So utilize that time to um either grow those type of plants that keeps you grounded while all the chaos is happening in the background, or I wouldn't say indulge in, but um having food, root vegetables, red fruits and nuts is also a great factor into keeping yourself grounded, because you're having a taste of nature. And with the food that you cook, or the root foods that you cook, of course you're tackling two things at one time. You're getting that smell scent that is associated with the root chakra, and then of course you're eating, you're putting it into your body, you're feeding your temple with those particular foods. Okay. Essential oils is allspice, black pepper, cedarwood, and sandalwood. Sandalwood is one of my favorite musky scents. It's so heavenly, so divine. Okay. Crystals, smoky quartz, black tourmaline, and hematite are good crystals that that are good for the root chakra. If you are into the crystals, you can put those crystals in your pocket to make to have a sense, keep yourself grounded, or during meditation, you can utilize those crystals as well to put it in the location area, the pelvic floor, or at the base of your spine. Um, and also the hematite can be also used for the earth star chakra, which is a little bit below, um, um, at the feet, at the bottom of your feet, or just was it 6 feet or 6 feet or 3 feet below your feet. But either way it go, you can place those at the bottom of your feet while you're doing meditation if you're doing it laying down. Okay. Other matters associated with the root chakra include connection with the family, both blood and chosen, foundational roots to build up security, support, safety, confidence, trust, and feelings of belonging. Okay. And when you're unbalanced with the root chakra, you become stagnant, you become resistant to change and materialistic. And if you're underactive, you begin to gain some fears, insecurity, anxiety, scarcity, and being detached from reality. So it's very important to keep that sector grounded, be rooted and grounded within that sector, because if not, then you're just going to be fear mongered to do anything and everything that comes in your pathway. So yeah, that's why I say, um, within this time period of this Saturn retrograde, stay grounded as much as possible, even if it's just taking a walk, you know, um, doing some yard work, just sitting on the porch, just those minor but beneficial things that will help you recalibrate as the chaos still unfolds. Okay. Now, how this affects on daily life. On first, with the personal growth, is a time for deep introspection. You might find yourself questioning your life choices and reevaluating your goals. Secondly, your careers and ambitions. Professional life may slow down or give you the chance to refine your long term plans and ensure they align with your true desires. Thirdly, is your relationships. Saturn retrograde can bring unresolved issues to the surface, prompting you to address and heal them. It's a good time to establish healthier boundaries and strengthen commitment regarding to any form of your relationships, platonic, business, parent relationship, romantic relationships, and friendships. Get that get that address immediately, ASAP. If it's not working, it's okay to let go. Okay, if there is no room for growth, if it's not help, if um there's no support in the matter of direction that your soul is taking you, then it's just time to put the boundary line where it lies, or just dismantle it at once until there's room to come. That's if you want to allow the person or people to come back into your life. But if it's not in alignment to what you are redirecting yourself to, just let it be at that moment. And lastly, financial matters. This can affect financial matters, reassessing your financial strategies and making more sustainable plans can be beneficial during this period matter. In other words, get your um, um, budgeting and figuring out what works for you, what does not work for you. If you have to pick up an extra shift, an extra side hustle, do what works for you that will continue to um I don't want to say jumpstart you, but can get you to the promised land. Okay, get you to that goal at the end of the pearly gates of of financial freedom. Okay, I'm gonna say pearly gates to financial freedom, because again, the pearly gates could be something else, but we're trying to get to the pearly gates of financial freedom, meaning that all our needs are met in any way, shape, or form, mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, okay, um, financially. We're trying to make sure all those requirements are met. There's no debt, or if there is debt, it is at a low balance to where we are able to get it off our hands, per se. And that's a lot. I know that's one major thing that a lot of people are just trying to maneuver, navigate, and delete. Okay, especially with me with the student loan debt. And then, but I got some tips for you. Okay, I got some guidance for you. You know, I can't leave you out with some way or shape or form of how to navigate through this matter. Okay, and taking heed to the message. So I have tips to navigate through Saturn retrograde. Okay, I don't know why I have Saturn return retrograde, but it's supposed to say Saturn retrograde. Okay, so first things first. Number one is to reflect and reassess. Take the time to journal, meditate, and reflect on your life's journey. What lessons have you learned? What patterns keep repeating? Set realistic goals. Saturn loves structure and discipline. Use this time to set realistic and achievable goals. Break them down to manageable steps. I had to do that yesterday. I literally dug up my dry erase board that had the 7 days of a week um layout, and I really had to be like, okay, I am going to do this on this day only, I'm going to do this on that day only. You know, because I tackle a lot of things. I have a lot of things on my plate just like everybody else, and I'm a one woman show over here. So again, um you know, make some tangible plans and some actions, whether they're small, big or small, but basically take one step at a time when setting these goals. And slow and steady wins the way race, and all that. Okay, and thirdly, we're going to embrace patience, or just embrace the change. Understand that progress might slow down, and that's okay. Patience is key during this period. Patience is key. I just stated that not too long ago. Slow and steady wins the race. Saturn is happening at a, I wouldn't say a slow manner, but you see how fast Mercury goes, and you see how fast Saturn goes. Saturn is going to move a lot slower than Mercury is, just because on how far it is. And Mercury is a little bit closer to the sun. Saturn is further than the sun. The further the further away from the sun, the longer it takes to maneuver around. It's just like a track race. Okay, if you're in the inner lane, more likely you're going depending on how fast you are, because that can play a factor as well, because you can be on that outer lane and beat everybody, right? But for the most part, if you're in the inside of the lane, you have a short of a distance than the people on the outer skirts of that track to go to the finish line, right? There'll be people that you encounter or you come across in your life that will get to their goals faster than you do, and that's okay. Everybody's journey is different. And then number 4, we're going to seek support, seek guidance. Don't hesitate to seek advice from mentors, coaches, or therapists. They can provide valuable insights and support. So if you are, you know, seeking for some guidance and support, I am here. You know, if you have a therapist, they're there for you. If you have someone that can see things from another perspective that is not closely associated with you and your family, or has that sense of voice of reason, don't be afraid to reach out. Okay, if y'all need some tips and guidance, feel free to comment below politely, all right, on some or just hit me up on my website, for a consultation. I'm here for you to assist, or we're going to assist each other on this journey, because each one teach one, right? Like in the words of um Queen Abadad Shakur, that she would say on her channel. Shouts out to her. But yeah, seek support, reach out and touch somebody's hand, reach out and because sometimes you can't do things alone. All right, seek out to God, Almighty God, whomever you worship, uh, as support or guidance to get you to the pearly gates of financial freedom, or whatever your goal is set at. But all that in a nutshell, sometimes teamwork makes your dream work. Okay. And then lastly, the fifth one is to stay grounded. What just happened? Oh, okay. Resume. And then lastly, stay grounded. Practice grounding activities like yoga, walking in nature, or spend time with loved ones. Stay grounded helps you navigate the turbulence with more ease. As I've stated before, going right on back to the what it is, the root chakra. All these things here, including the other aspects of other activities that associate with the root chakra, which is again basically going for a walk, sitting on a porch, going hiking. Those activities, they don't cost anything, but they will help you get back to the basics. Okay. And that's why I say for this Saturn retrograde, it is really, really about getting your house in order. I cannot stress that enough. It is really about getting your house in order. Why? Because I'm saying this now, and I said this in my annual outlook worldly predictions reading, that even though this year it may be seen as the year of exposure, as most people would say, I'm gonna take it to the next level. Okay, I'm gonna take it to the next extreme of this matter. It's really giving age of extinction, if you catch my drift. All right, if you all have watched the Transformer saga, the age of extinction is really giving that vibes, and is also giving the Uno reverse, because everything that has happened and that has been shoved up in the rug for so long, it has resurfaced, and it's basically reclaiming its justice. Okay. And then for next year being the universal year of 9, well, the universal year of 9 signifies the completion of cycles, um, um, completing unfinished businesses per se. So it's really, again, I am warning you all, because I'm seeing this day in and day out. I am giving a solid, gentle, but very crucial warning. Please, it is time to get our houses in order. And it may be a separate video when I say please get your house in order, because there has been things that I have seen in my personal realm, and it's getting ridiculous at this point. I don't even have the tolerance to deal with the foolishness that I have witnessed within the past 6 years, to say the least. So yeah, that would be a separate video. Okay. But other than that, I am stressing to you all not only to reflect and recess set realistic boundary goals, embrace change, seek support, and stay grounded, but also get your house in order. Lastly, embracing the journey. How can we go by embracing the journey? The retrograde. Remember, the retrograde is not here to punish you, but is here to help you build a stronger, more resilient foundation for your future. Embrace the journey, learn the lessons, and trust that you're being shaped into the best version of yourself. But if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and let us know that in the comments section how you are experiencing the Saturn retrograde. Don't forget to subscribe for more astrological insights and cosmic guidance. And until next time, always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself so you can heal thyself.